I mean, why? Why do we always hit a roadblock with this topic? When we had budget, managers would cry about allocating billable hours. When we had billable hours, we wouldn't have budgets. And last year, we had both, but we did not have a conducive environment to learn. So the point is that we should stop accepting reasons and we should stop giving reasons. I'm sure you've heard this famous quote where the CFO says, what if we invest in our people and they leave us? To which the CEO smartly responded saying, what if they stay with us, right? In today's world, both are probable scenarios. What is important is to find out which one is that of the lesser evil. If you agree with the CEO's perspective, you will find a lot of value in this video. And if you don't agree with the CEO's perspective, if you belong to the CFO's perspective, then you should not definitely skip this video. You should watch it till the end. Hang on. Let me begin with some fun facts. Organizational survivability rates have gone down from 7.1 years in 2006 to 2.1 years in 2016. The same way a product life cycle, the tenure of the livability of a product has also gone down from 6.9 years to 3.1 years. Let's talk a bit about tech skills gap. That has gone up from 27% to 57%. The non-tech skill gap has gone up from 19% to 44%. Remember, these are gaps. So a greater number means the gaps are larger. Few more examples, real-time scenarios in our life. Mobile phone users have increased by 7.8 times. Vehicle owners have increased by 6.2 times and computer chips have increased 18.1 times. These facts are from this book called Factfulness by Hans Rosling. And this is a fantastic book. It will give you a different perspective of life, a perspective which we have never seen the world before. So I really encourage all of you to read this book. But you may be wondering, what am I trying to say here? Simple. What I'm trying to tell you guys is that we are living in a very dramatically changing world. Unless we consistently work on our skills and the competencies of our employees, of our associates, whatever we call them, attrition is only one of the many problems that we are going to have. And you know what comes to our rescue? E-learning. That comes to our rescue. Yes, it is very scalable, it is very affordable, yet it is extremely effective. What more do we guys want, right? I mean, look at this statistics that has been published by Forbes. It says that the projected e-learning market would be valued at $325 billion. That's 28,000 billion in Indian rupees. How much is 28,000 billion? That's 28 lakh crores. I don't even know how many zeros will come in that 28 lakh crores. And you know how huge that is. Just to put it in perspective, it is about 13% of India's GDP. Are you wondering why Akash is talking about billions and millions and GDPs in a YouTube channel which is meant for HR professionals? Worry not, I'm not drifting off the topic, but what I wanted is your attention, and now that I have put it into perspective, I am sure I have your attention for the next few minutes. And this is what e-learning can do for us. E-learning can do three things precisely for us. One is interactive and modular design. Interactive because it doesn't use just PPTs. It is a holistic use of audio-visual elements. It is modular because it compartmentalizes or it segments based on the needs of the learner. The second thing is that it has a highly personalized pedagogy, right from computer-based stimulations to peer-driven learning to computational frameworks. Any of this can be used in an e-learning platform. And the third one is the best, in fact, in my opinion, is that it has the ability to be self-paced. Now, slow learners like me will understand the importance of self-paced learning, right? Because not everybody can learn at the same speed. Few people learn faster, few people learn slower. And, I belong to that slow learner category. Though I'm a slow learner, I'm a very steady learner. That's true. These are the three that matter. And then there are a lot, like for example, convenience of time, convenience of place, it being digitally delivered. All of those are, transactional benefits, but these three by and large are on the top. The next thing you may ask is, can e-learning cover everything? Absolutely yes. I'll give you some examples and you'd be so very surprised about it. This company called Immertech provides real-time virtual surgery training. So if this is available, you have to assume that everything is available. Popular e-learning platforms like Udemy have about 130,000 courses, from morning yoga to sleeping well at night, from sales to engineering to language and whatnot. Do you want certifications? Done. Do you want degrees, whether it is bachelor's degree, whether it is micro master's degree, or actually a master's degree? Done. In fact, we have so many e-learning platforms that we are spoiled for choices at every step of e-learning. I didn't count the number of companies they were there on that screen, but I am sure the number exceeds at least 100. Don't you agree? Now let's come to a reality check. How can we use e-learning? I'm sure we are all interested in that part, right? So for a second, let's just imagine that our training and development needs can be split into these three basic categories. Now please don't burn me in the comments. These are very, very, very basic categories. I understand, but hey, I have only 10 minutes in this video, so I really can't go into great details of training and development, but let's stick to these three basic categories. Category number one is skilling. This category is used for, interns, for freshers, or for somebody who is new to a particular job. Okay. Category number two is upskilling. Somebody is doing something, but they need to do it in a different way, or somebody is doing something, but they need to do it in a better way. A new technology has come up, a new automation has come up, there has been an improvisation, there has been an improvement. All of these categories come in upskilling. And the third one is competency building. Now let's say you want to have learning for great advancements in the career of your people, then we ask them to undertake competency building for advanced career opportunities, right? So if this is how, in a simple way, we are going to categorize our training and development needs, then this is where e-learning can actually help us. Udemy is a generalist and by and large has a fantastic reputation for straightforward courses. Skillshare is another very widely used platform, and I believe that it is the largest competitor to Udemy. If your needs are deep into core technology certifications, then CBT Nugget just kills it. It has something called virtual labs where employees can practice what they have learned in the course and they can see their results for themselves. Bit Degree uses a concept of learning called the learning paths, and it is actually quite interesting. Finally, we have platforms like Coursera, like edX, and like Simply Learn for competency building. Now you may ask, what about the cost? The pricing model differs from every e-learning platform. I would like to speak about something that we use at Relativity. So we've used this platform called Udemy extensively at Relativity, and usually our courses, the courses that we buy, cost anywhere between 1,500 to about 3,000 rupees. Now that's not a big number, right? And the best thing is that you can repeat it for anybody who wants it. So you buy course once and it's not only for one employee. you can keep using it for others, and the subsequent ones. So that's how the costs work out. Final thoughts and how you can make the best use of these platforms. Way number one, get everybody who have a common requirement, like for example, email etiquettes. You have a bunch of people who have joined newly, and you want to teach them email etiquette. So you get them into a conference room. This particular email etiquette course, let's say if it is 2.5 hours, and after 2.5 hours you moderate the learnings, you answer questions that the attendees have, you do the role plays, you do the assessments of how the learnings have been taken up by the students of the course. That way you will be able to amplify the learnings, and even the attendees will be satisfied that they not only had a great program but also a great moderator. Way number two, you can subscribe for the 4 teams or 4 companies plans of these platforms. You have a greater control. So every employee gets access to these platforms. You can assign them courses, you can track their progress, you can see how much they have completed, you can also see their test results, do the administrative part and all of that. So this is more of a self-paced approach, without getting everybody together, and this also has its own advantages. But yes, this has to be done on the personal time of the employees. Either way, you will see a significant betterment in your training and development function without having to spend tons and tons of money, without having to spend lakhs of money, without having to spend the kind of money that large established companies spend in their learning management systems. Nothing of this is required. You can get it done very effectively for a few thousand rupees, that too per annum. Right now, I'm not saying e-learning is the answer to everything. No. Can it replace the teachings, the learnings that can be provided by a human being? Absolutely not. But guys, something is better than nothing, right? When we have budget problems, when we have timing problems, when we have scheduling issues, when we have lack of trainers for the subjects that we want, and when we don't do that, at least doing it through e-learning gives some benefit or the other to our employees, to our associates, and to the organization at large. Don't you agree, my friends? So those were my final thoughts, my friends, and whatever your questions, whatever your thoughts are, I would love to hear them, down in the comments box below. And I hope you enjoyed this one. Do like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. It has always been a delightful experience bringing out these videos for you. My name is Akash. I am the host of this channel, Relativity Knowledge Series. You have a wonderful weekend ahead. Tata, bye-bye, and see you in the next one.